जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद भागवतम महापुराण की जय। श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ भगवान की जय। जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vrishna Avtar Srimati Radha Govinda Goswami Ki Nam. Namaste Prabhupada Devam Gauravani Prasanna Vishesvanamati Grame Sannisthari. Hare Krishna. Welcome this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. Manusro. Welcome. So we are discussing Canto 3, Chapter 21, titled Conversation between Manu and Kardam. Text 28. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 28, please repeat after me. Samahitam te hridayam yatre man parivatsaran Satvam Brahman Ripabadhu Kamam Ashu Bhajishyati Samahitam te hridayam Yatre man parivatsaran Satvam Brahman Ripabadhu Kamam Ashu Bhajishyati Samahitam te hridayam Yatre man parivatsaran Satvam Brahman Ripabadhu Kamam astu bhajishyati. Astu bhajishyati. Prabhuji, please.
Samahitam te hridayam. Samahitam te hridayam. Yatre man parivatsaram. Yatre man parivatsaram. Swatam brahma nirambadu. Swatam brahma nirambadu. Kamashu vajishyati. Kamashu vajishyati. Samahitam te hridayam.
Samahitam te hridayam. Brahman Ripam Badhu Kamam Ashu Bhajishyati. Okay, word for word translation. Samahitam has been fixed. Te, your. Hridayam, heart. Yatra, on whom. Iman, for all these. Parivatsaran, years. Sa, she. Tvam, you. Brahman, O Brahmana. Nripabaduhu, the princess. Kamam, as you desire. Ashu, very soon. Bhajishyati, will serve. Okay, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. That princess, O holy says, will be just the type you have been thinking of in your heart for all these long years. She will soon be yours and will serve you to your heart's content. Purport: the Lord awards all benedictions according to heart's desire of a devotee. So the Lord informed Kardam Muni, the girl who is coming to be married with you is a princess, the daughter of Emperor Swayambhuva, and so just suitable for your purpose. Only by God's grace one can get a nice wife just as he desires. Similarly, it is only by the God's grace that the girl gets a husband suitable for her heart. Suitable to her heart. Thus, it is said that if we pray to the Supreme Lord in every transaction of our material existence, everything will be done very nicely and just suitable to our heart's desire. In other words, in all circumstances, we must take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and depend completely on His decision. Man proposes, God disposes. The fulfillment of desires therefore should be entrusted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the nicest solution. Kardam Muni desired only a wife, but because he was a devotee of the Lord selected a wife for him who was the emperor's daughter, a princess. Thus, Kardam Muni got a wife beyond his expectation. If we depend on the choice of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we will receive the benedictions in the greater opulence than we desire. It is also significantly noted here that Kardam Muni was a Brahmana, whereas Emperor Swayambhuva was a Kshatriya. Therefore, intercaste marriage was current even in those days. The system was that Brahmana could marry the daughter of Kshatriya, but a Kshatriya could not marry the daughter of a Brahmana. We have evidences from the history of the Vedic age that Sukracharya offered his daughter to Maharaj Yayati, but the king had to refuse to marry the daughter of a Brahmana. Only with the special permission of the Brahmana could they marry. Intercaste marriage, therefore, was not prohibited in the olden days, many millions of years ago, but there was a regular system of social behavior. Okay, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. Okay, let's do Mangalacharan. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Badati Swapadantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamanam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Litam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakham Ritamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vesha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, Hare Krishna. Welcome again this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are in the very nice section of Srimad Bhagavatam. We read in previous, just before beginning my class, I personally don't have any qualification about speaking on the Srimad Bhagavatam. I don't have personally any qualification to speak about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So still, I have false desire, let's say, like false desire to speak about Supreme Personality of Godhead. So with that false desire only I am going to speak. So please bear me. And plus, my mood is not to teach you. Rather, my mood is to speak few words that I've been learning from my Gurudev, that I've been learning from all the superior Vaishnavas, and that I've been reading from the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, so that I could please you. So with that mode, I would like to start today's discussion. Yeah. So, yeah, very nice section, Srimad Bhagavatam now is going on. So we read previous verses back when Kardama Muni was ordered by his father, Lord Brahma, to propagate, to increase the population. And he went through the penances for 10,000 years. 10,000 years. He went for penances, austerities, with devotion. With devotion, it is mentioned, with devotion. And after doing 10,000 years of penances, he achieved his desired success. He achieved his desired goal. Just like we are also practicing Krishna consciousness now. We are practicing Krishna consciousness now. We are waking up every morning, attending Mangal Arati, chanting the japa, hearing Harikatha, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, going for book distribution, cleaning the temple. Everything, we have all the service, so many things we are doing. For what reason we are doing that? We are doing that to attain the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Radha Gopinath. We are doing that to see them face to face one day, to attain the pure love for them one day, to see them face to face, and to talk with them face to face, and to exchange our rasa one day. So with that motive, with that desire, only we are practicing all the spiritual activities, whatever we are doing, waking up in the morning, attending Mangal Arati, chanting, everything. For that reason only we are doing that. And now Kardama Muni also did same thing. Just like we are chanting, attending Mangal Arati, everything, all the activities we are doing, Kardama Muni also did same thing for 10,000 years. He went through the austerities, he went through the meditation for 10,000 years. And he attained the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. He is attaining his desired success. He is attaining his prayojan. He is attaining his goal. For what reason he was doing the meditation? He saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. He is seeing Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. And we read, he offered very beautiful prayers to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Very beautiful prayers he offered. And Supreme Personality of Godhead is talking with him face to face. Very beautiful section, very nectarian section. We can imagine how blissful, how ecstatic Kardama Muni might be at that point of time. He's seeing Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face, and he's talking with him. He's exchanging his rasa with Supreme Personality of Godhead as a das. So we can imagine how blissful, how ecstatic he might be feeling. And Supreme Personality of Godhead is saying, we read in previous verses as well, Kardama Muni was doing penances just to purify himself and to attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And his desire, as told by Lord Brahma told him to increase the population, to propagate. And that was his motive actually. That was the motive of the Kardama Muni. And he was looking for the suitable wife. That was his desire. And Supreme Personality of Godhead is in 2-3 verses back we read. Like Bhagavan is saying, okay, I have already arranged one beautiful, suitable wife for you. Who is very, very suitable wife for you. And we read yesterday also, very nice description of Devahuti, Mother Devahuti is described. We read. And Bhagavan Vishnu is saying, she will serve you in your heart's content, as you desire. She is very, very suitable for you, like that Bhagavan is saying. Very nice section this is, very nice section. So, and coming to the purport, Prabhupada is writing, the Lord awards all benediction according to the heart's desire of a devotee. Lord, again I will read, the Lord awards all benedictions according to the heart's desire of a devotee. This means that whatever we desire, the Supreme Bhagavan, Sri Bhagavan, Krishna fulfills that. Krishna fulfills that. So if we see in the material world, just like parents, they have got the natural love, natural affection for their child. But the same kind of love and same kind of affection other people don't have. Whoever they may be. Even they may be uncle, aunt, whatever. But they don't have as much love and as much affection as their parents for the children. So if we can see in the material world also, in our day-to-day life, social life also, we can see in our community also, whatever children desire, their father and mother fulfills. father and mother fulfills that. If that is unfavorable to the children, father and mother somehow or other tries to convince, try to pacify the children. This is not good for you. Please don't say that. This is not good for you. Somehow they try to pacify. And if the whatever thing child is desiring, if that is favorable for the child, father and mother immediately fulfills that. Father and mother immediately fulfills that. That's the love of father and mother. For example, if child is desiring something which is unfavorable for him, which is not good for him, and he asks to his father and mother will not fulfill that because that is not favorable for the child. Father and mother will not fulfill that. And in that case, if child goes to other person and asks for the same, like for example, child goes to his friend, best friend, and asks for that thing. If he asks for the friend will fulfill that. Friend will not see whether that is really beneficial for that friend will not see whether that is really beneficial for that guy or not, for that child or not. They will not see. They will just fulfill that. That is the other people. That is the love. That is the care. There is the difference of care and love between the other people and the parents. If something is unfavorable, parents will not fulfill that. If something is favorable, and then only parents will fulfill that. But other people, they don't see whether that is favorable or unfavorable. They just go and fulfill. Same way, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, Sri Bhagavan, is parents for all of us. He is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Mamai Bamso Jiva Bhuta, Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. All the living entities, Mamai Bamso, my parts and parcel, my fragmental parts. He says in Bhagavad Gita, my fragmental parts. That's why we all are eternal servants of Krishna. We all are eternally sons and daughters of Krishna. Sri Bhagavan, sons and daughters of Sri Bhagavan. And our position is to serve them. Our position is to serve them. Love them. Somehow or other by our misfortune, by our great misfortune, we have desired some material desires. And we have come into this material world. We have accepted this material body. And we are trying so many endeavors, doing so many endeavors to be happy. But unfortunately, we are not being able to be happy. This is our position. This is our position. Same way, coming back to the context of the purport, I was saying, if something is favorable for the child, if he goes and tells to his parents, they will definitely fulfill that. Same way, as Krishna, as Sri Sri Radha Gopinath, they are our parents, as they are our master, and we are their children or we are their servant. If we pray something for them, if we express our desire for them, they will definitely fulfill that. They will definitely fulfill that. Coming to the point, desire. Everyone has got desire. Nobody can be desireless. That is our actually quality of the life. That is the characteristic of a life. He has got the desire. So, if we express our desire to Sri Radha Gopinath, they will definitely fulfill that if that is favorable for us in our Krishna conscious journey, in our spiritual journey. If that is favorable, they will certainly fulfill that. Even if that is also not favorable, they will make that our desire, they will turn our desire into favorable one and they will fulfill that. My Gurudev used to say, जो भी भगवान देते हैं प्रसाद बना के देते हैं प्रसाद. Just like we honor prasad every day, we honor prasad. Prasad doesn't have any karmic reaction. Same way, whatever we desire something to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Bhagavan, and he fulfills that, that also doesn't have any reaction. That also he gives that as a prasad. So that doesn't have any reaction, so that we will not entangle ourselves more and more in the material life. But we are going to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this case. But in case if we have some material desires, and rather than going to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we go to the demigods, they will fulfill that. As I was giving the example, they are not the parents. They are just like the friend of that example. They will not see, the demigods will not see whether that is favorable for us or no. Whether they are really favorable for us or no. The demigods will not see. Kamaisthaisthai rita jnana prapadyante anya devata. Bhagavad Gita. When living entities desires kamaisthaisthai rita jnana. When he becomes polluted by the lusty desires, he goes and takes shelter of the demigod. And demigod fulfills their desires. Whatever we desire, demigods will not give to the fullest extent. My Gurudev used to say, demigods take more from us and they give less back in return to us. And plus they don't see whether whatever they are giving to us, that is favorable for us, favorable for us or no. The demigods will not see. But in case of Bhagavan, in case of Sri Krishna, Sri Radha Gopinath, if we desire something, they will not take more from us. They will take less from us. And they will give more actually. That is the quality of Krishna. Alpa seva bahumane. They will see some good qualities. They will take less and they will give more. Just like we can see in the example of Putana. What did Putana give to Krishna? What did she give to Krishna? She was going there to kill Krishna. She was putting aho bakiyam istana kalakutam. She put the kalakut poison in her breast to give that to Krishna. Her intention was to kill Krishna. To kill Krishna. She went to kill Krishna to give the poisonous milk. But what did she get? What did she get? Leve gatim dhatryuchitam tatonyam. Dhatryuchitam tatonyam. Dhatri means just like the nurse or mother. Gati, destination. Actually, we all are practicing Krishna consciousness. What's our destination? Our destination is also like that. Dhatri. Someone might want to become Dhatri of Krishna. Someone might want to become friend of Krishna. Someone may want to become the servant of Krishna. Someone may want to become conjugal lover of Krishna. That's our destination actually. That's our prayojan. Same prayojan. Devotees. For example, if we see, to attain Krishna is very, very rare. Very, very difficult to attain Krishna. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadante. Bahunam janmanam, millions of lifetimes if someone is jnani. He takes millions of lifetimes to surrender. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadante. To surrender unto Krishna only. Millions of birth, millions of lifetimes he will take if someone is cultivating knowledge. And someone is yogi. He will do meditation for so many lifetimes. He will do meditation for so many lifetimes. Still, he will not see this Krishna face to face. He will see Paramatma feature of Krishna. Paramatma feature of Krishna. Plus, someone is meditating, someone is doing dhyan. There is every chance of falling down. I was describing this in the last class also. There is every chance of falling down. We can see the example of Vishwamitra Muni, Sobri Muni. They all did meditation, dhyan for so many years. So many thousands of years. But finally they fall down. Coming back to the point, seeing Krishna face to face or attaining Krishna, very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Even all the greater than the greatest demigods, Brahma, Shiva, Varun, Indra, Chandra, everyone is very, very eager to see Krishna. But still they cannot get to see Krishna. We can hear I was reading in the teachings of Lord Chaitanya a few days back. It is mentioned when when one time Brahma went to see Krishna. Brahma went to see Krishna in Dwaraka, and the doorkeeper stopped the Brahma and asked, "Who are you?" And Brahma said, "Tell Krishna Brahma has come." And the doorkeeper, the servant, went to Krishna and asked, "Brahma has come." And Krishna asked him, "Which Brahma?" Like that Krishna asked, "Which Brahma?" And doorkeeper came and asked to Brahma, "Which Brahma?" Krishna is asking, "Which Brahma?" Like that. And then Brahma became bewildered. Hey, there are other Brahma also. Like that he became bewildered. And when he entered inside and he asked to Krishna same question. "My dear Lord, my dear Master, your servant says, doorkeeper said, which Brahma? And I am bewildered that is there other Brahma also?" Like that Brahma is asking to Krishna. And Krishna immediately meditated, or Krishna did some meditation then, or he called all the Brahmas from all the Brahmandas. All the Brahmas. Having 10 head, it is mentioned 10 head, 1,000 head, 100,000 head, millions of heads. So many Brahmas came there. So many Shivas came there. And so many other demigods also came there from different universes. And what did they say? "My dear Lord, we are so grateful that you remember us today." Like they are saying to Krishna, all the different Brahmas and different demigods from different universes there. "My dear Lord, we are so grateful that you remember us today." They are saying. That means seeing Krishna face to face, very, very durlabh. Vedeshu durlabham. Vedeshu durlabam adurlabam atma bhakto. Someone might be reading Vedas. Vedeshu durlabam. He also, the goal of Veda is to attain Krishna. Veda is to survive ahame bedyo. The goal of Vedas is to see Krishna, but if someone is reading Veda, still for him also very, very difficult to see Krishna. Coming back to the point, it is not very easy to see Krishna. It is not very easy to attain Krishna, and it is not very easy to exchange the rasa with Krishna. But Putana, leve gatim dhatri chitam tatonyam. She is attaining the position of the mother, Dhatri. She is attaining the position of the mother. And just like Mother Yashoda, she is seeing Krishna face to face every day. She is exchanging her rasa with Krishna for eternity. Like that's the mercy of Krishna, that's the quality of Krishna. Alpaseva bahumane. He takes little bit and he gives so much. But in case of demigods, they take so much and they give just little bit only. That's the demigod. My Gurudev also used to say. And if someone is worshipping demigod, there is other disadvantages also. When they give the benediction, when they give the desired result of the worshipper become too much puffed up. The worshipper become more polluted. And my Gurudev used to give the example of Ravan. Ravan worshipped Lord Shiva. Same way, Hiranyakashipu, he worshipped Lord Brahma. They both achieved the result. They both pacified the Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma respectively. And they got their desired result. And they became more contaminated. What's the contamination? What's our original position? Original position is Jivera Swarup Krishna Nityadas. Whatever we do, wherever we go, if somehow or other our position, if we are coming to our position, that means Jivera Swarup Krishna Nityadas. If we are developing love for Krishna, whatever we do, wherever we go, if we are developing our love and mood of surrenderness to Krishna, that is only favorable for us. But in case of Ravan and Hiranyakashipu, they worship Brahma, they worship Shiva. But what did they do? They became more rebellious to Krishna then. Hiranyakashipu wanted to kill Vishnu. And in case of Ravan, he wanted to kidnap Mother Sita. They became more polluted. That's why Kunti Maharani also said in Srimad Bhagavatam, all the opulences, wealth, beauty, and knowledge, this everything is kind of pollutants in our consciousness. That's why Kunti Maharani prayed, my dear Lord, please don't give me all the opulences. Rather you give me more misery in my life. Rather you give me more dukkha, more problems in my life, so that I could remember you, my dear Lord. So that I could always come to my position. So that I could always come to my original situation. That means to remember you. That means to develop the mood of surrenderness to you. That's why Kunti Maharani prayed to Krishna. That's what prayed to Krishna. So coming back to the point, that's the position that's the difference between the love of the demigod and the Krishna. So we should always, whatever desire we have, it is mentioned in Shastras, akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaradhi, tibrena bhakti yogena, yajeta purusham param. Param Purush, Sri Krishna, Sri Bhagavan. We have to worship him only. Tibrena, with intense devotion. Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaradhi. Whether we may be akama, whether we may not have, for example, we don't have any material desires. We don't have any material desires. Or we may have all the material desires. Or we may have the desire to be liberated. In all cases, in all the situations, we should only go to Krishna only. Why? Because Krishna is our real well-wisher. He is our real well-wisher. Bhaktaram jagatavasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suridam sarvabhutanam. He is the surid of all of us. Whether he may be in the body of the animals, whether he may be in the body of human beings, whether he may be in the body of the birds, aquatics, trees, whatever. Krishna is Surid for all. Why? Because Jiver Swarupa Krishna Nityadas. We are the eternally servant of Krishna. We have our eternal relationship with Krishna. Somehow or other, by our misfortune, by our greatest misfortune, we have forgotten that relationship. But that relationship is still there. And that relationship can be kindled by chanting, by hearing the Harikatha, and by chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakta, Shadhya Kabu Noy, Shravanadi Siddha Chuddhi Karaye Uday. Nitya Siddha, that is already in our heart. Nitya Siddha, Shadhya Kabu Noy. That we shouldn't bring that from outside. Prabhupada used to say. We don't need to source love of Godhead. We don't need to search Krishna Prem for outside. That is already in our heart. But Shravanadi Siddha Shuddhi Karaye Uday. We have to hear the holy name. We have to hear the Harikatha. We have to chant holy name. We have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That way we can purify our consciousness and rekindle that love of God which we have already in our heart, and by which we can revive our forgotten and lost relationship with Krishna. And that's the goal actually. Shravanadi Siddha Suddhi Karaye Uday. Yeah, I was saying, Tibrena Bhakti Yogena Yajeta Purusham Param. Whatever desire we have to worship Krishna only. There are so many examples in the Shastras. Just like if we see Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Prakasananda Saraswati in Chaitanya Leela, they used to be like Mayavadi, they used to be like desiring for liberation. Mokshakami. They were Mokshakami. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also Mokshakami. Prakasananda Saraswati, Mayavadi Sannyasi, he is also Mokshakami. By their greatest fortune, they happened to associate with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They happened to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They got the opportunity to hear from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In fact, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was telling the Vedanta to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 7 days. For 7 days, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya told Vedanta to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard only. And at last, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu neglected whatever he said. Rejected everything. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the real meaning of Vedanta. And by that way, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya get opportunity to hear from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hearing, that is the anga of devotion. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Shravanam. He get the opportunity to do Shravanam. And by that way, he became the greatest devotee. Greatest devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He got the love of God. We can read in the Srimad Bhagavad, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita pages. We can hear Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. After attaining love of God, what happened to Sri Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya? He offered very nice prayer to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He used to shed tears. And whenever he used to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to hug, and both used to shed incessant tears. He attained the love of God, he became devotee. What he was before? Mokshakami. He was looking for moksha, but he get the love of God. Somehow or other, he heard from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He gave his oral reception to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. Same way in case of Prakasananda Saraswati also. They were criticizing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This sannyasi has come from somewhere. This sannyasi is so sentimental. He is just chanting, dancing and crying with other sentimentals. Like that Prakasananda Saraswati and the other Mayavadi groups. They were criticizing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And one time, by their greatest fortune, we can say, and by the mercy of causeless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they got opportunity to hear something from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again, they changed them, the Mokshakamis, into devotees. And they became the Vaishnavas. They became the devotee of love, devotee of Krishna. Before they were Mokshakami. Coming back to the point again. Akama sarva kama va mokshakama udariti tibrena bhakti yogena yajita purusham param. Whatever, desire we all have. As I already mentioned, that is a characteristic of our life. We all have desire. Whatever desire we may have. But point is, we have to come to Krishna. We have to come to Shri Radha Gopinath. We have to chant His holy name. We have to pray Him. We have to express our desire to Him. Somehow or other, He will purify that desire and give us, fulfill our desire as a prasad. Just like in the case of Kardam Muni. Kardam Muni is desiring the beautiful wife. And Prabhupada is saying in the purport, he achieved more than what he was expecting. More than what he was expecting. That's the arrangement of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is the best manager. No one can be best manager. No one can be more intelligent than Krishna. No one can be more best manager. In whatever field, Krishna is best. Krishna is topmost. That's the best manager. And he managed very nicely Kardam Muni's and Devahuti's arrangement. And Prabhupada is saying, he achieved more than he desired, more than he expected. So same for us also, same thing can happen for us also. Whatever we desire, we express our desire to Sri Krishna, Sri Radha Gopinath. We pray to them. We will also one day, we will also achieve more than what we desire. That's for sure. And there is other example of, I gave the example of Mokshakami. Now, talking about the Sarvakami. Sarvakami means he wants material desires to be fulfilled. Just like in the case of Kardam Muni also, he wanted to marry. That is also kind of Sarvakam. And in case of Dhruva Maharaj, Sarvakami, Dhruva Maharaj is the best example. He wanted the more opulent kingdom than that of his great-grandfather, Lord Brahma. He wanted that more opulent kingdom than Lord Brahma. And he meditated on Supreme Personality of Godhead. He did meditation on Supreme Personality of Godhead. He chanted Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Severe austerities and penances. He engaged in devotional service. And after 6 months, this incident happened in Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga people used to live for 100,000 years. And he achieved the Supreme Personality of Godhead in 6 months. If someone's lifetime is 100,000 years and he is attaining the Supreme Personality of Godhead in 6 months, how quickly he achieved Supreme Personality of Godhead, how determined he was. If we have to take the example of determination, every time it is taken as Dhruva Maharaj, he was so determined. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he also used to hear about Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj when he was in his last in the Ante Leela time. He used to hear about them from his associates. Yeah, Dhruva Maharaj, he had the desire to achieve the more opulent kingdom than that of his father, great-grandfather. And finally, he saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. And as he was engaging in devotion, that purified his heart. And finally, he saw Supreme Personality of Godhead. And what he said, Swamin Kritarthosmin Baram Nayache. My dear Lord, I am Kritartha. I am satisfied now. I am fully satisfied now. Baram Nayache. I don't want any bar. I am fully satisfied. Like that he is saying. And it is not only that, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it is not that Supreme Personality of Godhead didn't just change the heart of Dhruva Maharaj and didn't fulfill the desire of Dhruva Maharaj. No. Supreme Personality of Godhead, as I already mentioned, whatever he gives as prasad. Sri Bhagavan gave him the darshan, purified his consciousness, changed his heart, purified his heart, and gave him the Dhruva Loka. Gave him the Dhruva Loka, which is in fact more opulent and more greater than that of Brahma Loka. So that's the mercy of Sri Krishna, Sri Bhagavan. And talking about the Akhama devotees, we can hear like so many devotees, gopis in Vrindavan. They all were Akhama. They didn't desire anything. Asli Sheva Padaratam Pinashtumam Adarshanan Marma Hatam Karotuva. My dear Lord, I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and He shall remain so, even if He handles me roughly by His embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. They are saying. They just wanted to serve Krishna. They just wanted to engage in the loving service of Krishna. They didn't care whether Krishna is reciprocating with us, whether Krishna is embracing us, whether Krishna is appreciating our service or Krishna is not appreciating our service. Whether Krishna is... They didn't care anything. They just wanted to serve Krishna. And what is the result? They became the topmost devotee of Krishna. Gopis, the glories of the gopis of Vrindavan, that is the topmost glory. They are famous as the topmost devotee of Krishna. And Krishna, He Himself used to say, I cannot repay for what you have given to me. Let your glory be the payment, like that Krishna used to say. So that's how they became the topmost. So coming back to the point again, whatever desire we may have, somehow or other we should go to Sri Krishna. That is our intelligence. And then only we will get the desired result. And then only we can purify our consciousness. And then only we can free ourselves from material world. Just like I was giving the example, if we go to demigods, they will fulfill our desire, but they will not see whether that is beneficial for or no. They will not see that whether that is beneficial or for us or no. If we go to demigod, we will be more entangled. Kama is the Kama. Kama is the reason for entanglement in the material world. If we go to demigod with Kama, we will become more entangled. We will increase our life, we will increase our time in material world. But when we go to Krishna, that Kama can be changed into Prema. Only by which way? Only by the Prema only we can get out of this material world and attain the lotus feet of Krishna. So that's it. And I'm remembering one very beautiful example about one Mokshakami. There used to be, my Gurudev used to say, there was one Mokshakami, Madhusudan Saraswati. He used to be Brahmavadi, Mokshakami. And one time what he used to do was, he used to argue with everyone. He used to ask question with everyone, Tattvavadi. Everyone, and he used to defeat everyone and he used to be happy. And one time he happened to see one devotee, and one devotee asked him, so you think you are also same Brahma, and whatever person you are associating with or you are debating with, he is also same Brahma, and you are also Brahma, he is also Brahma, and you are defeating one Brahma and you are being happy. Why is that? Like that devotee asked him, and that changed his life. In this case also, he is giving his oral reception to the devotee. He is giving his oral reception. He was Brahmavadi, he was Mokshakami. He was giving his oral reception to devotee. And that changed his life. And finally, he went to Vrindavan. He achieved the perfection. He saw Krishna face to face. He saw Krishna face to face. And when he came to his area, when he came to his place, he has so many disciples. And all the disciples used to ask him, our spiritual, our master, our guru, he had changed. He had changed. And all used to be so worried and asked. Now, before he used to say, what is Tattva, what is Tattva? Now we are asking you, what is Tattva? Like that Madhusudan Saraswati is being asked by his disciples. And what Madhusudan Saraswati say at that time? Vamshi vibhushidakara navanira davad pitamvara daruna bimba phala daroštad purnendu sundara mukha darabinda netrat krishnat param kimapi tattva aham na jane. He is describing the beauty of Krishna that he saw in Vrindavan. Vamshi vibhushidakara navanira davad. Krishna's lotus hand is decorated with Vamshi, flute. Navanira davad. And his bodily hue, bodily color is just like that, Navanira, freshly made cloud. Just like freshly made cloud is like blackish blue. And he's saying Krishna's bodily color also same, freshly prepared cloud, blackish blue. Vamshi vibhushidakara navanira davad pitambara daruna bimba phala daroshta. Pitambara. And he is wearing pitambar. Pitambara daruna bimba phala daroshta. There is called aruna bimba phala. There is something called bimba phala. That is like so reddish. And he is saying that he has got reddish reddish leaf. Daroshta, leaf. He has got reddish leaf, just like the bimba phala. Vamshi vibhushidakara navanira dava pitambara daruna bimba phala daroshta. Purnendu sundara mukha. And his face is just like the full moon. Purnendu sundara mukha arabinda netra. And his eyes just like the lotus petals. So soft, so delicate and so beautiful. And Krishnat param kimapi tattva aham na jane. And he is called Krishna. And I know he is only the tattva, and I don't know any other tattva. Like that he is saying. Like so many substances, he has become devotee. He has seen Krishna. How he became devotee? He happened to give the oral reception to the devotee in Vrindavan. And he became devotee. And he changed his life. He was Mokshakami, he became devotee, premi. So many substance, coming back to the point again. Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaradi tibrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Whatever, whether we may have lots of material desires, whether we may not have any desires, or whatever our situation, our desire may be, we should come to Krishna only. We should come to Krishna. So with that, I would like to stop here. If there is any correction or comment, please welcome. Okay, Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuran ki Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Shri Gaur Nitai ki Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki Shri Radha Gopinath Bhagavan ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande. जय